Hello Pisces, this is a timeless reading for you starting with ignorance and imagination, also followed by order and justice. But I first want to focus on these two cards. This is someone around you and this is also you. But I feel like you are just blaming yourself for something that is actually normal and that everyone is doing. Like you think by imagining things constantly that never come true, whether it's in a positive or negative way, like imagining terrible things that could happen, and then it causes a lot of fear and it blocks you from taking action, or you are taking action but you're not enjoying it because you're overthrown by fear because your imagination was showing you the worst case scenarios, or you have extremely positive imagination and then it gets disappointed. And now you blame yourself, like you think of yourself as ignorant, like not facing reality. And like there is something about that you're going through where you think you are stupid, you are childish, you are ignorant, you are living in some kind of imaginary reality. Like there is a lot of self-loathing here on one hand. On the other hand, I feel like there is someone around you who's going on your nerves, who truly is this way. I don't know what this exactly is about, but this is an important topic here. This is very tight, negative energy here that you have to work yourself through. It's very uncomfortable, very triggering, but you are forced now. There's a time in your life that's coming soon where you will be forced to work yourself through this kind of energy, through this kind of self-blaming, self-loathing, and realizing that this is actually someone around you who is having this kind of ignorant energy. I'm not blaming you because we all imagine things in a negative or positive way, or both, shifting constantly. It's very confusing. But it seems that you are feeling very negative about yourself for doing this. And this is what you have to see through, what you have to learn. And we have order and justice, very nice combination. There is a huge relief coming here. It's a spiritual relief. It's a spiritual order and spiritual justice, or the justice card can also be perceived as balance. This is very peaceful. It's silently knowing. It's the opposite of imagination. It's just silent knowledge. And order is the opposite of chaos, of ignorance and all this chaos in the background. This is very, very peaceful, very, very, very tidy. So it's worth going through this pain. It is worth working yourself through this. It's a spiritual lesson, and it will lead you towards this kind of very nice energy here. There is also something here about taking a step back from someone. As I mentioned earlier, like there is someone who truly is ignorant at living in a fantasy world, and I feel like maybe you took on too much responsibility from this person, for this person, and it made you pick up on that energy. It made you blame yourself somehow because you thought like, oh my god, maybe I am like this person. But you're probably not. And you will distance yourself from this person and withdraw. Somehow this justice card makes me think of withdrawal here as well. And as soon as you withdraw from this person, you quickly find some kind of inner stability. For some of you, there's also something about literal order in your household that has been ruined by someone here who doesn't take responsibility and is living in some kind of fantasy world. not wanting to face reality. It could be a very young and immature person, and you will step back from that. Oh yeah, young and immature. We have the childhood card here, and next to it on the taking card there's also a child. Oh, we also have giving with a child, so a lot of childish energy in a negative way. It could be about this person, but I also get very positive vibes from all these children here. Like there could literally be a lot of children around you that you will establish a very friendly relationship to, even if you are not related to them. Could be a nice neighbor's child. Could also, for some of you, be something about working with children. It could be something about your own childhood that is coming up. But, so often when I see something from your childhood coming up, I feel like it's about trauma that has to be healed, that has to be remembered and healed. But in this case, it's just very sweet energy. You might tap into your own childlike energy again. Maybe you haven't been there for a very long time. Maybe you have become very serious, overly responsible, because someone around you was behaving like a child, even though this person is not a child anymore. So you took on more and more responsibility and you became overly serious. And maybe now you will meet some kind of children at work or in your neighborhood, or grandchildren or your own children, or I don't know. Doesn't matter. There's just an importance about children here. And these children are way more mature than this person here. Very friendly, very wise children. And they will give you a very comfortable feeling, and they will awaken that childlike energy in you, and you will become much more playful and agile. There is something about some of these children will give something to you, some kind of small present. And there is something about taking here in general. Maybe this is an issue for you, that you do not like to take or accept gifts, no matter from whom they come, that it makes you feel guilty. But there is something you have to accept here. It's very well intended and it's coming from someone's heart, and this person, I'm not speaking of the child now, there is someone else here who wants to give something to you. Even if it's just attention or some kind of emotional care, it doesn't have to be a literal gift. And I feel like you might not be ready yet to accept it, but you have to become ready. Could be an issue from your childhood. With the reality card, I feel like, usually you would say, okay, that's this businesswoman facing reality, like you have to be very responsible and serious about life. But I feel like for you, it's the opposite that you realize about this kind of true spiritual reality, that you have been too serious about something, and you forgot to see the brightness of the sun through your sunglasses. So now you're taking your sunglasses down, and then you actually see how bright everything is. And there's also something about wanting to hide yourself from people behind these sunglasses, but now you're taking them off so that people can look into your eyes. There's something about intimacy. I'm also getting something about physical tiredness, that maybe you were trying to hide some circles around your eyes because maybe You were worried a lot because you had to take on too much responsibility, so you could not get enough sleep, so your eyes became weird and you wanted to hide them. So you have give and take, it's very balanced. You have justice and order as well. As speaking of balance, there is a lot of balance in your reading here. Very nice. So I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching.